You're listening to Janesville Community Radio. This is Yuri Rashkin. Joining me in the studio once again is Dennis Hughes of AFSCME. Dennis, welcome back to the program. You had a big victory that was handed out officially today from Government Accountability Board. What are your thoughts?
Well, thank you very much, and thank you so much. I think it's a victory for community radio also for helping us get the story out, and I definitely think that the Government Accountability Board knew more of the story and had some background that they wouldn't have had otherwise because of your interviews. So thank you so much for helping me get the truth out. I'm very excited for the decision today.
We're glad people are listening.
Absolutely.
What's next?
Well, now that they're off the ballot, I guess both candidates, if they wanted to, have an opportunity to appeal to the circuit court. So I have a feeling that one, if not both, are likely to try that. But luckily, the circuit court moves very slowly. So they only have until, I think, the first week of March, when ballots are printed for the April 7th election, to get a decision from the circuit court. So I think it's safe to say that it's unlikely that their appeals will be successful, and so I think they're officially removed from the ballot. And so from my perspective, the next step is to win the write-in campaign. We need to find a candidate, and we need to win the race. So I think what needs to happen next is pretty clear-cut.
Are you planning on pursuing your options with, first of all, with the district? Then you have this issue in court that needs to be resolved right now that hasn't been addressed yet with a restraining order. But do you feel that your battle with the district is over? You're done. The elections and is where it ends.
No, definitely not. And I mean, I've been pretty absent from the district since the police encounters and since the harassment restraining order was filed. It hasn't had to do with the fact that the restraining order was filed. It's just that I really don't want myself to be the center of the story anymore since it's not necessary. It was necessary before for me to be at the district all day and during afternoons when our members are working because there were deadlines involved in the election process and the appeal process. And so that's why I was there. And that's also the basis of the harassment restraining order. The brief that they made, it's arguing that all of my actions, which were taken in pursuit of a just resolution of this election issue, they're claiming that my actions were driven by some type of an obsession with Deborah Blazer. It just so happens that she is the assistant board clerk, and she was the person that I needed to speak with during most of my encounters at the district. But I think the fact that we won these appeals and the fact that the candidates actually are removed from the ballot, I think that shows that the harassment was not focused, or my actions were not focused on Deborah Blazer, but more they were focused on getting a just resolution here. And so since we have that resolution, I'm not going to be at the district all the time anymore, but we are going to do everything we can to win this write-in campaign, and I'm going to be doing everything I can through the legal process to clear my name.
Are you hearing that the members are more energized about the election than before? What is the reaction that you're seeing there?
Oh, they couldn't be happier. The stakes are incredibly high in this election for school district employees and the community generally. The community can't take any more cuts to these good-paying jobs. And I mean, you're seeing today another 150 jobs gone. Last Friday, another 100 jobs gone in Janesville. We don't have we can't take away any more good-paying jobs in Janesville. The local businesses require them. And so with the new board coming in, they're going to be making a lot of important decisions with employee wages, talking about health insurance, and retiree benefits. And so it's very important to our members that we have a board that appreciates the importance of district employees to the community. And if we win this write-in campaign, we're going to have that board. And so our members are very excited.
Dennis Hughes, anything else you wanted to add?
Well, you posted the appeals decisions on the Janesville Community website, so I would encourage everyone to read through those decisions. I think it's very important that the Government Accountability Board went out of their way to scold the conduct of the clerk here. The clerk, Deborah Blazer, she certified the election before the time period was up to appeal the nomination papers. That was purposeful. The decision that they wrote, which said that my complaint was not valid, that was incorrect, and that was advised by the district's attorneys. So the district's attorneys were giving the clerk bad advice to try to manipulate this decision, and they failed. But the fact that they did manipulate the decision and the fact that they did attempt to certify the election before the time period was up, I think it just shows that there's more to this story. And so I would definitely encourage all of your listeners and everyone in the community to go to the school board meeting next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. and demand an independent review of this election process. It's going to be on the agenda. The board has an opportunity to act to call for an independent investigation, and we need one. And I think it's very important also that the candidates that are involved in this election don't vote to stop an independent review, which is likely to happen if they don't recuse themselves. So I think it's important that the community gets out and goes to the school board meeting on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., and I think it's important that they speak out and demand an independent review here. So I hope that happens.
You're listening to Janesville Community Radio.